In this session, we will talk about assembly of the trombone, disassembling the trombone, first three notes, and trombone maintenance. So, grab your trombone case, and when you put it down on a flat surface, you're going to put it with the logo or the emblem up. Like this is a Bach trombone. Selmer case. Okay, so that will be up. Okay, so put that where that's facing up on a flat surface. I'm using a table so I can do it on this video, but generally, if you're in your band room, put it on the floor in front of you or beside you and use it from there. Okay, so unhook all the latches, open it up, and it should basically come in half. Okay, there are two main parts. First, grab the bell. Okay, so it's the part with where all the sound comes out. Okay, grab the bell, and then grab your slide. Now, your slide may be locked inside. You may have to turn part of the case to get it out. Just look very carefully. Have your parents help you when you first do it. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to take your slide, the longer part is going to go inside the part with the bell, and just tighten that until it is tight. There you go. Okay, now if your trombone has been set correctly, the slide won't go anywhere. We have what's called a slide lock. If you unlock that, then it should be able to move. Okay, so for right now, leave that slide lock on so it doesn't move anywhere. Okay? Alright, so when your trombone is set correctly, you'll have the bell straight across, and then at a 90-degree angle, you'll have the slide. Okay? So when you put it up, it'll look like that. Okay? Right where it connects, we'll create a 90-degree angle. Okay? Right there. That's what we're looking for. Okay? Alright, now, for playing the trombone, you also need to grab your mouthpiece. The way we make sound on our mouthpiece is by putting your lips together and blowing air to buzz. Okay, try that. Okay, now once you get that buzz started, see, mine's getting better each time because I haven't done this in a while. Then try it with the mouthpiece. When you put your mouthpiece on, make sure your lips are just resting closed together, and put this between, or put this in the center of your lips. So it'll go directly in the center. And then same thing, take a breath, buzz through. Okay? Try it again. Okay? You should be able to get a long, steady buzz. If you didn't do it, try it one more time. If you did do it, let's do it again, just to make sure we can still do it. So take a big breath. You're going to do a long, steady buzz together. Ready? Buzzing is a very big part of playing brass instruments, and we'll be doing that a lot in band class. So, take your mouthpiece now that you buzz, put it in, and give it a quarter turn. That'll help lock it in position where it won't fall out. Okay? So, we're going to do that same thing on the trombone. Okay? For right now, all I want you to do, grab the bell, grab the slide, so it doesn't go anywhere. Grab those two parts, put it up, and then blow some air. Okay? So let's try that. That's our B flat. Let's try that note. Alright, now listen to it. Did you play higher than me, or did you play lower? Or did you get it right? If you played lower, your lips weren't tight enough and you didn't blow enough air. Okay? Now, let's say you got a higher note. Your lips are too tight, you're blowing too much air. So, relax your lips, blow a little bit less air. That's what we're going for. Okay? Now, for holding the instrument correctly, now that we can play some notes, we got to hold it correctly. Your right hand, you're going to put your thumb on this part. Okay? First finger is going to point at the mouthpiece, and if you can reach, it's going to go around the mouthpiece a little bit. If you can't, you can actually just point it and just have it touch. That's okay. Okay? The next 3 fingers. Now, this is what we're going for. Okay? So, thumb is going to hook around. First finger around the mouthpiece. Next 2 fingers are going to go between the trombone and where that slide comes out. You notice my pinky can hold it. So that way if I'm not using my slide lock, my pinky will hold it so it won't fall. Okay? Now, your right hand, you're going to take 3 fingers. Thumb, first 2 fingers together. That's going to grab right where your pinky is. You're going to grab right down there. And that is how we slide on the trombone. Okay? So, now that we have that good posture, the good form, let's play it now that we have that. Go back and review the video if you need help with getting your hands placed correctly. Okay? So let's try that B flat again. Okay? Make sure that your note stays nice and steady. When you're playing, if it's doing this, it's because things are moving too much. Everything needs to be steady. Your abs need to be firm, so you're blowing your air steady. The lips need to be steady, so they're buzzing at the same speed. And you need to be holding still while you play. Okay? Now, that was our B flat. B as in boy. That's our B flat. It's the first note we'll learn in class. The next note is our C. Now, for some of you, you may not be able to reach this just yet, and that's okay. What I want you to do for your C, if you can't reach, is just go as far as you can. When we play our C, we're going to go all the way out to here. Now, how can you find that on your trombone? If you go a little bit further, I guess if you go to where it's out all the way, you'll notice about 3 or 4 inches before you get to the end, there's a little bump. It's where a slide gets a little bit bigger. That bump, that is right where you want to put your slide. Actually, it's right below. So here's the bump right there. I'm going to put my slide just a little bit above it. That's the 6th position. That is your C. Okay? That's a step higher. Listen to B flat. And C. Okay? So that C is what we're going for. So if you can't reach all the way, just go as far as you can, and that's okay for now. If you can reach, awesome. Okay? Let's try that C. Okay? Now listen to your C and listen to my C. Make sure they match up correctly. Okay? Let's try it one more time. Alright? Now, the next thing is going to be a D. Okay? For your D, your slide is going to come out so it lines up with that bell. Okay, so mine is not quite there. There we go. That is your D. Okay, sometimes the D is going to be just a little bit further. Mine is a little bit further, so that's where I have to put it. Okay, that is the D. Okay, the D is a little bit higher. Listen to it. It's a little bit higher than that C. So let's try that D. Okay, this is what's called 4th position. The C was your 6th position. Okay, so this is 4th position D. Here we go. Ready? Alright, so those are your first 3 notes. I just realized I put my slide on backwards. Okay, those are your first 3 notes. Now, as a brass player, we have to do something that woodwinds don't have to do. Brass players, or percussion players don't have to do it either. We have to oil our slide. Okay? Any bottle of oil that you get from a music store will work as long as it says valve or slide or key oil. Like this just says valve oil. This is usually what I get for trumpets. This works for trombone as well. There are other kinds, like there's the Yamaha kind, valve oil. Okay? Anything works. I also have a Music and Arts, their in-house brand that I use. So here's what you do. Open your slide all the way till you get to that bump again. Okay? What you're going to do, and I'm actually going to take my slide off so I can show you this. You don't have to take the slide off for sliding, but since I'm standing up for this video, I have to do it a little different. What you're going to do, you can pull your slide all the way out to about right there. and then from the bump all the way to where your slide is, that's what you oil. So just this little part right there, that's it. Okay, just do a couple of drops. This actually got a lot out. Okay, that's all I have to do. Put a little bit of oil there, and then try not to take your slide off all the way. Okay, then should be good to go. Okay, if you have trouble with that, review the video, look at everything I told you, or ask me during class. Okay, thank you.